रास्ता पकड़ पकड़ के जो मृत अधर्म शैतान जिसमें धर्म नहीं ग्लानी ग्लानी ओ लेफ्टिस्ट क्रिमिनल जो भारतीय तुम्हें बाय नॉलेज एसोसिएटेड विद लेफ्टिस्ट and how mesmerizing condition if you are this girl age 35 लेडी का है तो लेडी कहना मुश्किल है इसको गर्ल कहना इमेच्योरिटी फुल ऑफ इमेच्योरिटी दिस इज दैट हे तू मेरा तेल ले गया सरसों का रिफाइंड तेल 2-3 बार ले गया खोटी छानता हमारा खोटी छानता डेगची ग्लास प्लेट कुछ भी नहीं है हमारे पास सब तुम लेके चले गया हाँ वो तुम सपोर्ट कर रहे हो दोनों माटी के नीचे वो मुसलमान वो जो मुसलमान होता है ना मुसल पैदा करता है जीवन में दूसरे का वो शैतान के अंडर में स्केल में वो ब्लू हेल्थ के स्केल में तुम लोग कर रहे हैं माइंड में मेरा जैसा उठा के लिखा मैंने देखा तेल रखा हुआ आधा घंटे के बाद देख रहा हूँ तेल नहीं है तुम अपना तेल लेके भाग गया हमारा भाषण लेके भाग गया गिलास एक भी छोटा गिलास नहीं है चाय के मेरा 5 गिलास का एक गिलास नहीं है हमारे ऐसा गिलास नहीं है प्लेट नहीं है मैं सोच रहा तो महापत्र ले जाता तो सब तुम ले जा रहा है कैरियर वगैरह सब निकालिए कैरियर वगैरह सारे बैंक को पैसा नहीं है मेरे को पेंशन बंद कर दिया इतना चिल्लाना इतना खर्चा इतना एक आदमी से सारा ईट उठाना फेंकना ले आना उठाना डिजाइन खराब हो फिर ले जाओ फिर तुलो फिर उठाओ एक भी जो पानी ले आ रहा है जल सीमेंट मैं सबका काम मिर्दास के जैसे मिलर पका जैसे काम कर रहा हूँ डे एंड नाइट पूरा साफ करके दिखाया भारत वर्ष में जो अनफेयरनेस अनकैरिटी negligence delivered prudence of this competence remaining incompetence, unreliable, dishonest, greedy and lazy, ugly, conspirator, conspirer, conspirator, corroborator, criminal, evil, satanism, how you understand, political, judicial, police, doctors, teachers, students, no education system will be liars or criminals can be allowed to enter to remain. Who is not speaking French, is not standing for others, no school, college, no, उसको केवल वो अंको कसना केवल योग वियोग गुण भागता बस नो पड़ा बाप का नाम जला विलेज इतना है और कुछ नहीं जो ये बिल्स होगा जो और उसको केवल एग्रीकल्चर लेबर हार्ड लेबर एंड दलित पैर के नीचे पैर के दल के दलित करके रखना है उसको दबा के रखना है हत्या में बिकॉज दिस इज एन हॉरिजिबल थिंग दैट इविल कुकुर जिसने मस्तक में उठ गया सारे भारत वर्ष के साक्षात कर दिया आज से भारत को निंदित कर दिया सिर झुका दिया घमंड पाषाण लेफ्टिस्ट बच्चे इन हॉरिबल वे so all the dictation Indian peoples who are trapped outside of Indian you have to collect the money to send these people because immediately all the military people some military ex-people have to come out military ex-veterans are the first duties you have that capacity you have that right you have to make communications our Indian present military to give this message to immediately they have to stand because IPS does that Bura unity association criminals the leftist criminal IPS media people is unreliable on this military ex-serviceman you are the village except the Bengali leftist greedy mother children who have paper to go to buy outside remain and to enjoy life, they are not reliable at all. Unless you have told us, express ability that to show that you have been misled, trapped, to enjoy the life, to the living of the Indian horrible crisis where you cannot, because all banks have been looted and there is a collapse state, that every time the digital systems have been compromised in so badly, darkness, whole world will be plunged or India is immediately to be plunged in darkness, no grid, no current, no, except all energy crisis by the devil level, the destructive you have believed, bestowed reliefs on this, that envious who to make greed, that globalization, intelligence going of that capacity, merchant, tradings, evil and criminals, etc., bringing, wrangling, association, gathering, clubbing, etc., participation, this horrible message that Indian all veterans who have lost their boys and sons or girls in the services or disease of corona or premature death, untimely death, accidents, etc., all from this evil underneath. So those homes, because as there is no homes who has not been attacked of that evil, who remain in India, that they attacked of the evil mother chode underneath, that evil satanism, Bengali leftists who are Muslims. Within Musliman I have told so many Hindus, Malak, Islamatta, Isaratta, Isatta, truth speaking, standing for honesty. You have to, for each other, you have to speak truth. You have to just stand for justice, saving for others. Those. There is no card that there is that Muslim communities, Muslim name is to be banned. It has been banned. Only those Muslims that banned for the goodness, you Musliman, you have to avoid to take this blame Musliman word. Musliman word is a caste word. You should not use to give identity yourself as a Musliman. You call as a Allah or Islamic, Ishwar, truthness, Satta. सत्तान्य की सत्ता देशी सत्ता नागरिक भारत मनु में है तो मनु नियम हम लोग फॉलो करेंगे। मनु कोई ऐसे क्रिमिनल नेम नहीं है जो किसी को हिंसा के मदद करते हैं। नो, किसी को हार्म ऑनेस्ट, किसी भी रिलीजियस, किसी देवता गुरु को पूजा करो तब भी मना नहीं करता है। बट यू हैव टू रिमेन ऑनेस्ट, अपराइट, नो ग्रीडी, नॉट अनड्यू टेकिंग, अदर पे ग्रहण नहीं करना, निग्रह होना है। हिंसा, अहिंसावादी, अधर्षक, अमानविक एवं अपरे कातर में साड़ा ना देना में बड़ा जब सतर्कवाणी आग, पॉइजन, जीवाणु, जल, मानसिक, आकाश, धरा अंदर, मैग्नेटिक, gravitational force from the remaining undersea, that horrible Ratnakar, each and every solution, mind, composition, complexity become horribly misused by the strategical points of undersea depth of Mexican Gulf. भारत का तौल बितौल से मेक्सिकन सागर, भारत की तौल बितौल मेक्सिकन Gulf, that horrible critical strategical points of the God below the land who have captured the same leftists of the Bengali evokes muscular demons, greedy of their consequence I cannot unpick. They are to be very punishable, unpardonable, and easily anybody can do any kind of torture for that revenge, reaction, what kind of knowingly they are to do to continue prudence, because my last 10 years, 20 years, 10 years to 20 years, that warning you should remain, because when I have learned that you are doing my computer, that external hands are there to do compromise with my computer, etc. I thought those people were China, because not China, this only Bengali hybrid criminal, Bengal hybrid nationality, instantly changing all the digital printing, faxing network, changing web page, changing parallel web page, domain, digital communication, all printer files or that step file formats, programs you are changing, making inactive, deactive, or on which your mercy which you are showing black magic light, again it is operating. So you are releasing the lock, digital lock, a horrible crisis for each and everybody's लोम, और लोम तुम्हारा खड़ा हो जाना, आइबो खड़ा हो जाना, गात्र स्योरन हो जाना, Yes, warning message को. Promptly इस message so supposed to be spread each and the veterans families of the सेना जिसके हाथ में युद्धकालीन अवस्था में सारा निगरानी आपका हाथ में होता है, आप करते हैं. और when this culprit of your government is supposed to be verified very critically by the the IB department or intelligence service, particularly intelligence service, there is no intelligent people, it's only the criminal, bogus, greedy, satanism. Intelligent person मतलब intelligent साधु संत उनको intelligent कहता है, विशिष्ट सज्जन उनको intelligent में greedy, criminal, same the rakhas, demons, it is in the intelligence service what condition of this Indian government people. Intelligence mainly all professional people will be the IB department. That intelligence, you are that intelligence, real intelligence, then you are in government to learn the deficiency, deficiency, what improvement, and to estimate the crisis, risk, etc. at early. And because that mayor you have to suppose that the executioners as per their suggestion, feedback, etc. In the name of Lord, in the name of that wrongly inserted that people wrongly are impetus at the magnetic field star by the machines, as yesterday in the midnight suddenly I feel I have been raised at least 50 to 100 kilometers up or even that. Suddenly my figure, this figure is ऊपर उठ के जा रहा है. Suddenly I will be dragged from it to my class is there and that will go down. Touch कर लिया. ऊपर suddenly they to pick up my body for about horribly that power still setting power. In the name of Om, A-U-M, A is Brahma or the grandson, U the parent, Sri Vishnu, M is the Mara, Lord Shiva. That is, in other way translated by the Sanskrit Ashok missionaries, godly, or Khan and Ilion, or Khan, Surya and Moon dynasty. Surya, that Orkhan, that Mihir, that Orkhan, that Mihir, that Aryan, that Iksaku, Ila, on that all and Surya dynasty. That Ilabanta, the sons of Ila, that Puru, Jodu, Kuru, Kureshi, etc. all, Puru, Jodu, Onu, Donu, etc. That's in the name of Om, the Sri Vishnu, or God in the name of Sri Vishnu, I to pronounce all band of seagoing, the God divine place, Bharatal. Bharatal Mexican salt and tarring is totally banned. The robotic killer robot artificial intelligence is banned. USA is banned. All international war is banned. UN organizations is banned. Because UN, you have that particular residential, you have to jointly work each other. Another is that they are anti-party or rebel forces. First time you cannot be that which is right, which is wrong. Left. Left is always mark their left reddish, that greedy spasm. But the question is the wrong and right. Wrong, right. The right, that always right, never will be wrong. But mistake, by mistake will be instantly to correct oneself and reminded you are doing wrong. You to verify your activity. You seek other opinion. You to be verified. You resign from your post. The artificial intelligence, all intelligence agents of UN, UK, USA, India, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Dutch, Brazil, Suriname, all countries, Cuba, Mexican particularly. Mexico countries, because your coast, oceans, your name, that whole areas and Cuba, apart from that most mischievous, the Democrats, the evils, anti-religious, anti-God, anti-Jesus powers, that horribly unconscious blaming those peoples in the US Congress Senate, that Tulsi Gabbard is maybe exceptional in the democracy. She may be willing to correct herself as she be able to learn me my message to go hard and to consult me. Today the message will give the Tulsi Gabbard. And that I am banning that all manufacturing who are the spare parts, the chips of intelligent artificial systems to create, to grow in the fly, no man's mode, not taking responsibility of any government personality, who has to seek that at least 100 people, always 1 month, 2 month intervals, their activities will be monitored by the change. Vicious cycle wise ask that vicious against your activity to be scrutinized in all possible ways. You have to make transparency, seeking all this sky remaining, and now it is not at all very internationally crucially some person probe is to enter into the deep oceans for radioactivity, active elements detection, no others, and poisons delivered as the humanity annihilation door that a cursed, evil, damaged brain, not that misled brain, that confused brain, that envious made brain by the God. Because they are always remain envious, they have been released. That snakes has been released, not in that way God is giving any bad impetus. That envious snakes in the form of the metal jackets or the heavy system, heavy platform, that is the ice glacier which to hit Titanic Jahaz, more than that, from south or Arctic, that glacier to come to float on this ocean. In the same way, in the deep ice, deep mountain, deep heaviest compact metals is entering by these evils deep in vessel track. All the manufacturers from the USA, Manhattan, all that Houston, Florida, Virginia, Wisconsin, all the California, and it's all, yes, there that East Coast and West Coast, Pacific side coast and Atlantic side coast, Labrador, Cushador, etc., Bermuda Triangle. The Haiti, Barbados, Nicaragua, Honduras, all people's integrity has to be internationally verified. All the population has to be taken Indian. If it is a Negro black, then it's an Indian. And if it is white, then it has to be in India. Because those people are supposed to be kept as that slave brought from India and from others. So it's taken as a God countries, God caretaking. If it is honest that God has to take these custodies and guardianships, rescue, shelter, all kind of goodness, and to punish of the devil above satanism. So robot manufacturing in the world, hovercraft and robots and aerospace. Aerospace has to be internationally 10 to 20 or 100 countries, various ways representative manufacturing system to be randomly 1 month or 2 month interval software manufacturing, the drugs and pharmaceuticals, all lab scientific activities to be monitored, changing. 6-month interval, government of India or others to send their representative, either remaining from home, that one person will do that day to be give all the message of the all access of this all things transparency equivalently all countries. There should be no transparency except the evil devils who cannot put themselves in this transparency making transparent, not opaque, tagwidi, consult, dark, burqa पहन के कोई काम नहीं करना. So all the artificial killer robots in artificial intelligence, US, World Bank, IMF, it is not private. It has to totally responsible of this, and who to reorganize, redefine, re-elected, selected as their school life certificate by the each and everybody staples in the multi ways to be verified particular one person, liking of his serving others, transparency to speaking, smartness, sincerity, and to seek always his or her work to be verified by, to seeking you, changing. As much as possible, there would be no doubt, and you should not compel or enforce to remain in that particular service job until people to feeling that you are wise, you are reliable, we to keep you permanently, better than changing others. So he can kept as a forever, but always she and the rest who are keeping them the duty to change their monitors each and every time by all kind of alternative source and thought, complaint, grievance giver, they should verify. But the evil devils who are propensities to be found as a lies, thieves, criminal, drama, sons and witches, who to impostor, to seek the privatism, secrecy, who do avoid to disclose their all possessions, wealth, the merchant and traders is to be banned. Profit making at personal capacity is banned. Importing, exporting, tourism, hotel, all is banned on personal capacity. Private or group capacity, non-governmental NGOs. Because you all peoples, you have to make other ways your own government as per in community, own mythology, own philosophy, own life leading style. But you cannot mix up each other, governments are representative. That two that who believe God extremely, when I have uttered Ilahi, your Allah, Ramjan is Lord Ram, Jesus is Sri Krishna or Jesus Buddha, then is your God is Om, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar, Trinity, all the same. There is no, apart that Lord Krishna, Ram, Buddha, Ilah, and Iksaku, Onu, Monu, etc., Puru, no other saints and 7 rishis, son of Kumar, senators, Sanatan, etc., all these Indians, perception, mythology basis, there are no other concept because all people from India, Sanskrit is the original, upper human or deities remaining time language that was gradually deviated, that was extremely system where should not be deviation of any kind of grammar, that people can easily grasp that all is a transparency, but later on personal fascinating, charming and weakness, etc., negligence, receptiveness, that deviation. Diversification is not to be praised at all. Diversification is totally banned. All good you have to think as a uniform, oneness, one kind of. one identity, no multiveracity. Diversity is deviation. Deviation means diversity. Breaking laws, norms, indulging gradient, etc., crime, killing, impostor spectrum, and envious, torture, selfishness, parasitism, and avoid of duty giving to keep your that judicial scrutinizing intelligence that is to be examined, verified, and to keep our that warning, your each and every step will be verified by others. So intelligence service of India and the rest of the world has that to be changed now immediately. And those people should be from ordinary to have given the degree of school final certificate that all are that eligible is in intelligence system. Then again you have to, at the Indian, there was a party politics, leftist, rightist. So left all will be banned or instantly. Only those who have to seek their change, that they have remained misled and trapped, kidnapped, they can change it, but that is condition that people obviously put them under transparency. If you are non-greedy, then it is not difficult to you, any leftist, to come back, or Islamic, Muslim to come back in original God, path, religious. Hinduism is a Islam, Eliism, or Jesus people. Who are non-greedy is a non-greedy sacrificing donor for others, then enjoying oneself to give others. That is that in Indian kingly Raj, Dev, Devata, Sanskriti. Pragam parake utsridam. Pared upakared janno, that they are not behind any kind of earthly environment. Those critical teaching of Lord Buddha. Art is not place for enjoyment. You have to only avoid enjoyment and handling of the metals and materials, that drinking, eating, touching, listening with their 5 or 7 saints, the nature. This is my message, because they are this evil. They will not allow me to take the earthquake reports, volcanoes report, digital system who are producing chips. Why that Silicon Valley Bank, all the banks, no private bank, no private financing, no private investment, no private or group, private or group or trust societies individually. You have to come as a semi-government, but that is also to be verified by this critically transparency. That is not needed, as I have told these people. You have to make representative, that is the own liking, own community, samaj, matlab samaj, someone views, someone philosophy, someone equal interest, equal philosophical views, mythology, demand, motive, transparency. Because who are not transparent, who do remain their disclosed certificate or their inner, to not be, no privacy, no secrecy, no private, no privacy, no secrecy. Each and everybody who has to come into the politics or government or UN or international tourism or hotel restaurant, each and everybody extremely need of the transparency. It is some compulsion on the name of God, Om, Trinity God of the Lord, Brahma, Vishnu, that is G-O-D, G generator, who create, O operator, who the nourish, protection of the system and destroyer when it is become aged for due to of the different causes, that he has to be removed from that earlier life, curses or sin doers. So they have, or who has interested to come back. Before coming, he has told his creator that I am to come on, then I may be taken back to the heaven. So for that different reason, maybe the God to taken back anyone. But other people will be able to use carcinogen, pathogens, poison, radiation, and deeply snatching, magnetic field, life snatching soul, etc. That cannot be. The killing mechanism, the godly killing mechanism of sucking of that from water, that milk, the dark can segregate, then soul can be segregated from the matters by the heavy cosmic godly. That evils are to create on the mind surrounding such a evil numbers of millions, maybe trying to with high tech in the deep ocean, that the molecules of water clustering, wrapping me, it is too much. So Bharat Tal Samudra robot intelligence, banking, financing, communication, digital telecommunication, no private agency, no security, and in Prime Minister post, each and every country at least should be instantly 10 people. Even you have to represent UN opposite leaders. Yes, each and opposite leaders, at least 10 opposite 10 different clones, representative 10, and 10 is if it is that. That is also population-wise, that people's population. What country has that population, that will get representative power. Again, that whole world country's population will personally choose the best of the world monarch or kingly, sacrificing less enjoyment, less salary taking to sacrifice transparency, that kingly deity, devas-like, sainthood, who can be told as a senator, as an advisor, guardianship, savior, shepherd, teacher, gurus, preceptors. No other greedy shepherds, liars, cheaters can be entered. I am continuing, but the evils are in the different modes, my law, my the system. My previous videos, I explained my Indian people, the two remains as a mind mesmerization. If you have been trapped, you have been kept, cocketized and helpless, is the unit by the evil devils. Greeks of the Satanism, they have well communication with each other, or the greed of Marx and Quake and overcook, all over world crime, all kind of crimes about which mercy, notice, deployment, encouragement, instigations. So those people, so I to ask, if you see this mind instantly, I should give stroke and computer will be run. If you see my instantly the screen is being restarted. This is the symptom that evil from underneath who has taken control mind, the computer from USA, Mexican Gulf Coast, the Silicon Valley monarchy control role playing in the criminal world. I have made daily CPTs, they're trying the new Google books. No thanks. New Googles mean it is come to the UN, and that is all certified by the world. Again, UN or world Indian government, as I have mentioned, there may be monthly or 6 monthly changeable prime minister, because one particular minister, whimsical tyranny, autocracy, self a bureaucracy, badness, bad, evil, satanism, devilishness cannot dictate. He cannot claim, because he has the cabinet, then is a parliament, then is assembly, then is a Jila Parishad member, but all are incompetent, evil, driven, crooked, only good for nothing, that opposite nature. What we have demanded, rather than we have got or we are being to swallow. You are taking, you are claiming, pleading as a drug, but you are giving poison. You are, as a savior, you are bringing criminal, killer, envious in the politics or judicial systems everywhere. So all this has to be very critically today, my Indian time. I am Srirobnin, Sri Lord Sri Vishnu agent on the earth, the Om agent, the God agent. the Jesus agent, the Krishna ji ka agent, the Ram ji ka agent, the Buddha ji ka. If is any confusion of within this in India, Ram, Krishna, Buddha community, you cannot differentiate as a Lord. Sri Vishnu is there own self who has come in this form on the earth. So one is he that Lord Vishnu Pushan Narayan. So other gods Hara Hari except for Indian concept, but Islam is related with Ilah, Mother Ilah or Father Ilah. That Sudumna, that is Allah. Another way you and Hajarata is the Arja Pantha, Monu Pantha. Monu. Muhammad is supposed to follow, Ram is the Arkan. Monu Pantha. So Jesus also same way, Ramson, Horishan, Thamson, Samson, etc. name is indicating that they are all Ombudsman. Ombudsman is Buddha. Om love, that is the Trinity, God representing. Buddha is the minister, intelligent stop in the baby-like, unmaligned, new fresh brain, Buddha on the celestial sphere. Their guru is Lord Jupiter. Then is a Som, is the mind, and Sun is the soul spirit, Rudra, Surya, and Pushan is wife. Surya Rudra ke Pushan Narayan, Lord Hara Hari. Hara is male, Hari is female. Hari is another part is Ma Durga, Kalika, etc. And again Hari is own Mother is Pradhana, Radha form, etc. So in this way, that all religious clone I have covered, no other rest in India or world. That Kalastri is the Sikh, Kal, Sikhism, Sri Orchaism, Monoism, and Jainism is Mahavir, that is partly that mind or Sri Om Shiva. So there is no confusion anywhere in the earth religious oneness. So one creator in that sense, Om, but I to come in the mentioned Silicon Valley, anarchic controls, role playing, in criminal world creations, or criminal manipulating, crime promoting, or crime doing instrument, fund financing, weapons, etc., device designing as per their own, making civil war, civil rebelling and animosity, removing civil killings, handicap, communication, segregated, packed in, pocketize each and every civil by their massive. They have got all unity, community, connecting, speed, road, funds, access, no other people have that civil. So left is the evil satanism, anti-God, the theist, the devils, the devil, the liar, the cheater, the greedy, who are parasite, selfish giant. Selfishness is a crookedness, is a culprit, is a criminal, is deceptive, miscreant, mischievous, misleader, traitorous, killer, betrayal, sabotage, doer, horrible. That without reason envies, evil propensity, that greedy, lucid, etc. Witchy, other ko kapadana. Musalman Sabdo and witch, these two words it's caste word, Satanism like. Musal is that who to without reason to create others' life. Musalman are people to kill, but in the Musalman community will not come good people like Prahlad in the Asura families to take bath, to teach Musalman that you are doing wrong, and that division of Bhishan Sundar in the Rakshas Ravan family only awaken giving that you are doing wrong, why I am supporting Lord Hari or Rama, etc. in that way. So I am not totally can blame any family or any caste, any karmakar or kumbhakar or that Singh. Singh word is becoming so curseful for Bengali Singh. They are to take blackish and the brown and then semi-white, that Petni, Kutti, Kukkuri, white Kukkuri, Indian. Mainly Indian, they have mischievously sex coitus, misleadingly make pregnant of white girls. So when I cannot say that even no stench of crookedness is there in Hinduism, or is your white or brown or Negro. So all is supposed to be allowed to be scrutinized and seek your transparency as I have made openness. There is no suppression of my acts, srirobnin, Lord. So thus everybody on the representative, I am the godly represent, that power, that goodwill, that sacrificing, that the teacher, I to renovate, to rejuvenate, that refresh, that revolution on the concept of that what darkness, it has been plunged in the magnet, water wrap, and Magis, Kachor, evil, Satanism's pocket, all the Veda, knowledge of spiritual Sri Vishnu Raj Chakravarti, Sudarshan power, that cyclic, anti-cyclic, that powers, what I have to describe. As I am only that unique, that multidisciplinary, that expertise, unchallenged excellence. Nobody has challenged. But so many people have sending me as I have to, I cannot deny, but those people's identity still now if you see that hack, I just started my computer for 5-10 minutes. I am unable, if you see this is that they hack me. That is evilness. If I am, when I am mentioning humanity savior, I am politically top, I am last word of the civil people, civic saint, righteous, godly. तो हम श्री रविंद्र जी ब्लेम एज ससुर जी ऑफ मोदी मागी बाबू। उनका ससुर जी है ना लेफ्टिस्ट है, मोदी जब मागी हो जाए बाबू है। देखो ट्विटर Cura suggested you Ruma from Urban Pro, follow your beat, dance until you drop. Dear doctor, do you love turning on your Ruma from Urban Pro? Ruma from Urban Pro, dance until you drop. What, they are to dance until you drop? Malagus, I do not know from where he may be. Dear doctor, do you love turning on your favorite song, moving your body, but I have your inner power. I am Lord Sri Vishnu Chakra. Then you are a born dancer. But it is your physical manifestation, evil satanism, that scientific one, you cannot enter or roll over mind. I am that supreme mind. But so many witches try to wrap my mind to cripple and to malign. Mlechamana karna, on riding of my upper and lower. Upper, if you see me, I am turning. This is upper. And I am coming back to this, my computer again, downwards. So in both ways, in direction, they are arranged. Whatever I have not much time, but later on I will be. The books free demos. This is useless for me of your dancing. Any females to teach me, it is very, in this way kind of dancing or this is just satanic diversity, deviation, law-breaking, prudence in the evilism, satanism. So, Urban Pro, no reply. What do you mean that Urban Pro, no reply? It is very kind. When you are sending this message one way, and it is your evil motives to be fulfilled, others to be remain, and that creating web page basis email taking no other way email, that is also post crime on the behalf of the gods. You God have on the behalf of God President at least 1,000 email recipient. It is your first, at least for your country populations, 1,000 people or 2,000 or 5,000 people handling capacity, one email to get this all message from the complaint, not your web page. You are just to escape, avoid, to suppress, taking law excuse that the government, you are very good man, democrat, transparent, benevolent, you are wise, you are kingly, you are benevolent, kindness, humanity is not excuse. You have to make transparency at least 1,000 or to 5,000 people, separate email recipient, just like telecommunication, telegraph, Indian past or British time, telepostal, dark or communication, that type of unique email. That email has to be scoped to be sent to the UN or UN residential in India or other that judicial or police to give, or local administration or media. 5 type of email, that particular email on the name of Prime Minister will be copied, distributed for the attention they are sending, and they to give acknowledgement this message has come. In such way that every locality of that taluk or block, subdivision, district level that email center. So that is, they are not giving me much to speak on these areas, but the evils, the devils who are anarchists, who created blankness devoid of archaism, ruling of governance, monitoring, evaluation, feedback and taking, grievance taking, saving, protection, well-wishing and communication, grievance, complaint, all be snatched from, for whom or by whom or what, for what purpose, the civil portion who are remain honest, not criminal, non-sin doers. Those people become at horrible stage and vulnerability for that. If you take those people are very few, maybe 10 or 1 alone, then you are all are leftist, not rightist. You are not making transparency as I am saying. Okay? I to dictate even role, even USA President, Indian, UK, all democratic, all rest countries world to cover that. Each and every what you are people's voter. So that voter has a particular area, non-voter representation, who are not non-voter. Of that immediate region, is dwelling place, immediate distance-wise, he or she has to cover. Those people, non-voters, they are representative, they are data taking. Because voting, that is the responsibility, liability. When you have casted vote, you have the parallel Prime Minister life, because equal vote in Indian or rest of the world country, you have no that common evil constitution. Only where you are not segregating criminals, demons, who are different by view and life leading as a religious, mythological. If you mix up those both, that is an hotspot system. No, you have no hotspot system. Your demand, your expression has to be separate, cannot be masked, cannot be defeated by the evil, telling lies, harmful or evils, wrongs, etc., envious, poisonous thoughts or harmful thoughts. Because all people, there will be own liking basing people choosing at the cost of government. Because each and everybody, when you have a loud participant of the crime, vote, but taking vote as if their responsibility to face that from God or other people, that you have not monitored, you have done your role played in proper way. Because you are parallel of Prime Minister of India, because there is no value in that general election, general. You cannot claim Prime Minister, she is separate special status. When you are standing for general, from the general power, you are already lawmakers. So all those things very critically, because you, when you come government, you have to ensure other earnings come not less than your salary. Because you have come taking all responsibility to ensure others' protections, earning, life, etc., not lesser than you. Security expert, communication, everything. you have to sacrifice, then you cannot demand as a superior bossism, parasite, king, devil, satanic, Ravanic king, as only for tyranny, torture, etc. So the robot, I become the robot, artificial intelligence, hovercraft, undersea going, banned. Witchcrafty, remaining entering water. It's very and liquid and it's petrol. Petrol has to be common. All places, petrol, energy and coals to be world. Lord Vishnu wealth. That own wealth and property, not personal country. Who are to give labor, they have to give food, because when those oils will be ended, all the people has to be taken away from those places, from desert to other places, difficulties areas. So no city has to be permanent places for dwelling. All the capital sports, the commercial means commercial cannot be commerce or business, what you merchant. Import, export, but not commerce. Commerce, privatism, business, trade, merchandise, etc. All words is banned. You have to oneness, you have form UN, you have to take out on the name of God. Always Catholic or Roman or USA is not supposed to accept any left thoughts. If they are all European white people countries, no leftist. Even Russia has leftism. They are dead against of this evil satanism. Putins are dead against. If you say that monopoly, that can I help you to make transparency, all kind of data they will give you. When I will send my messenger to help in this way, to keep as they demand, but what I will fulfill on the behalf of the rest, and they also fulfill, make transparency. You have no, what your suggestion, what better will take to make, and I will solve on the behalf what I have told about even Ukraine crisis. Ukraine as a harbor of that blue whale oligarchy, Satan, devil capturing. Because when USA and UK and Australia, the same British caste community who have wrongly done empire, that tyranny on the whole world, and looted, cheated, and betrayal as a god agent, that deceptive, that satanism of their caste elements now doing rule over as a demoniac power, remaining undersea, and that world communication are to change as a shadows of the evils who are depressing, suppressing and denying, that defying, that all rules, verification, transparency, scrutinizing, entering, access giving their pockets or their jackets, their homes, their areas to be verified, sanitized, or whatever way those evils are. So I have shown that so many people have given me feedback, but that is evil and good people mix. The conjunction of the moon and Ketu in astrology, this type of is coming. So it is all Indian, mainly knows from who are remain in this undersea. Because undersea except or whom I have made communication, Ramanus Mukherjee is well known because I have made him. Others, Siddhartha Rasavar, I send him. Then others to whom I have sent Gmail, so many people. So Facebook, frame, suggestion, Bhanu, Sarkar. But I do not know I to take or not, because I have to testify that evils are keeping at the middle. You are not the right or neither left as per my preliminary scrutinizing. So I have not throwing in the cards or punishable. But you have suggested. Now, will the BJP get at least 100 seats in you? This type of question is now at all entertainable, because this evil constitution, Indian constitution, whole world, present time constitution is found evil, crooked, criminal, and blackmailing of civil barring, the godly peasant barring and killing, creatorly conspiracy, and as if to give own life-snatching right to the evil. So those all evils, all countries' constitution has been that have been banned, even because you are all. I am dismissed of all your that laws, claims, and because you have to take re-certificate of your godly peoples or democrat or politicians or religious or scientific or medium people. भारत का विस्तार बताइए. इस तरह का जो भी क्वेश्चन आजकल तुमने जो उलट पालट हो लेफ्टिस्ट कर रहा है, एक पुरुष चाहे कितना भी सुंदर कहे, क्योंकि महिला के नहीं सकता लेकिन ये सुंदर हो, जो भालगर ईच मागी का एक्सक्यूज है इविल ने. दैट गुड की चुद की बहादुरी, जो गुड की चुद की तन की माई की मतलब डिसेप्टिव इन किलिंग avoiding, scrutinizing, darkness, बरखा, etc., पानी, अंधकार, जल, death, cave, yes, lonely places, yes, your papa, mommy, whatever. I am from this रविंद्रनाथ रे. पानी निकलने से कुछ नहीं होता जब तक एक एक झटका नाभि तक ना महसूस हो दर्द से. ये सब जो है ना सेक्स के बारे में कहा गया. अब देखिए वोमेन सेक्सोलॉजिकल इश्यूज, ये सब वो जो स्टेज हैज डेयर टू और ट्रैप्ड वन. इमीडिएटली आई एम नॉट पनिशिंग देम for mayor on this basis. I am Srirobnin. Now I am lot of emails are there. I have no fear because I am that only able the capacity still so far. I am fighting 1,000 billion attacks to thwart with the help of my RBI CS team closure intimation. Said please refer what the closure information complaint. That closure information complaint against other financial entities. The Reserve Bank, Kendriya Pakti or Preskरण Kendra Centralized Research Processing Center. Sri Srirobnin, whatever they are giving regularly शिकायत बंद करने की सूचना. Other financial entities की विरुद्ध शिकायत. No, you cannot. आप नहीं कर सकता. You have to resign. You have to surrender. You have to go, mass people. That constitution, evil constitution, but godly. Sri Vishnu wise constitution is that to punish Reserve Bank of India. But you are. So in this way, you cannot deny whatever you are. I have floating this message to the whole masses of India. You cannot excuse because you are on the man on the behalf of government. You have that so much still acknowledged me. So you people cannot further, but you have to take. You have to make personal. No excuse. Either you have to resign, come to the mass media, to military, the rest of the government of Indians, people, citizen to surrender. In this way, you cannot deny. Because it is the message of humanity, Savior, King, and Lordship of India and the whole world. So you cannot, Reserve Bank of India. This message to go to the CTRC. Reserve Bank. I am Srirobnin, Reserve Bank. What I am giving hard message is at weak possible time, because I am only alone. You are so many people. If it is, you are not gone to the government, law sections, ministers, attention, fine ministry. You are in that way very evil. You cannot seek in that sense. You have not referred the case. Raya jada jada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. You have also there on this malini glani. What your response? It has been glanikar. Ghaur glanikar apattikar, highly punishable. Beauty. Beauty. I am Sattam, Sundaram, Shivam. I am Hita, Lord Sri Vishnu. I am the generator, creator, reviver of this third Brahma representative. Om. To be good, do good. Do good. Be good, do good. Unless rest. Take rest, resign from post, but cannot defy mind now. Or you cannot advise in this way. Not knowing constitutional prescribing scriptures written mentions some provision which cannot be contradicted. As a कभी के दुश्मन मतलब संविधान के क्लॉज से दुश्मन revealing animosity, cancelling or suppressing, denying, defying of through introducing other clause that cannot be acceptable. But anyway, with great difficulty, I am serving this notice video because that evil trying to cut my video. So at this stage I will not be able to these issues. Killer, harming, spying, robotic, if not godly, assigned or political, same purpose. A transparent government, UN people. Only to do, no private, no NGO, no charity, trust, society, or trust जो भी philanthropist etc. No, they have not. साला माँ बच्चे चुरी बेटा, साला कुत्ते की बच्चे. So for robots etc. may not be possible. Someone has come, so I have to attend because that will be difficult. I am too much late. It is nearer to 11 a.m. It is very difficult for me. It is very nearer my time alone to nobody. হ্যাঁ আর কখন এই তো এলেন নাকি? আমি একটু ব্যস্ত ছিলাম, একটু বসে তো বসতে দাও। স্বামীজি ভালো হোক মন্দ হোক, লোক আপনাকে মাটির নিচে থেকে খবর দিল চা নিয়ে যা, চা নিয়ে যা, আপনি বসুন, আপনার বিয়েটা করে আবার এত কি হবে না, সব মেয়ে ছেলেটা নিয়ে পালিয়ে যাবে টেনে টেনে, ওর ছেলেদের জন্য নিয়ে চলে যাবে, এইগুলো একটাও রাখে না, সব তুলে নিয়ে পালিয়ে, সব চিরুনি, টর্চ লাইট, সব তেলের প্যাকেট, ঘিয়ের প্যাকেট, চায়ের প্যাকেট, সব তেল ঘি আটটা ময়দা, বেসন প্যাকেট দিয়ে চলে গেল, পাঁপড়, এইসব। স্বামীজি বসুন, চা খাওয়াচ্ছি। স্বামীজি আপনি কি এখানে ভোজন করবেন? এখানে সবাই হাত বাড়ি যাবেন? আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, তাহলে আপনাকে আমি ছেড়ে দেবো। চা খাবেন একটু? খাবেন না? তাহলে ঠিক আছে, তাহলে আপনাকে ছেড়ে দিই। হ্যাঁ না, ওখানেই খেয়ে নেবেন, আমার তো দেরি হবে, 1:30টার আগে হবেই না, বহুত দেরি হয়ে যাবে, এখন ভাত বসানোই হয়নি। ওই হ্যাঁ আমার কুকুর 7 বাজে। I am stopping my video recording at this time. I am Srirobnin Royal Bankura Street. So I am showing my Twitter को देखा देता हूँ। So this is my Twitter. I am Srirobnin. Dr. R.N. Roy, Rabindranath Roy, Royal Sri, worried for who is only worried for humanity surviving from the, if he is not witches like that, far background oceans. I am doctor, virologist, epidemiologist, scientist, vet, come medical doctor, you can parallel. Because Royal Free, I can to know the all pathology, human and all animals, birds. I am worried for that life, birth and death, embryology, etc., all physiology, human heart attack, crime, mind, mesmerization, all as a religious, spiritual, and that I have to much experience on that attacks from the doing satanism, evil switches, for humanity surviving the digital criminals. I am very much worried about attacks by the digital, cyber, telecoms, emails and printers, CCTV cameras, digital, the fax, then roads, the snakes bringing. So this message to you when you are all, that I am the world ruler, to commonly all demons of all countries, then scientific, spiritual, harbinger. Then the pastor, that new thought giver, alternative, that Savoire, that to answer all questions of all problems of recent time you are puzzled, you are unable to solve, that climate, mind, premature death, and that earthquake, sea tide, landslides, collapsing buildings, that earthquake, etc., political chaos, that helplessness. I am Srihor Jayanambati. So it is my 5th Twitter that I have to mention. So maybe it is. questions on why premature deaths minds influence. So I am to social media influencer in godly way. I am from Sihar, Kotalpur, Jairambati, Baladip, Kotalpur. Bankura, Bengal, India, Asia. I am my village Baladip, Joy Rambati. Rambati, Joy. And Rambati, it is the Lord Ram. The Bati is the home, Vatican, Bati. Joy Rambati. I am splitting, Joy Rambati. Joy, that exclamation for kingly Sri Vishnu, Ramji, Bati, his home one time, or Srivi, that Sri Hara, Lord Shiva, Baladip, Ma Taraki, Deep, Kotalpur, सेनावाहिनी के स्थान श्री विष्णुपुर, विष्णुपुर के धाम बांकुड़ा, ओम वो मरकराय, बंगाल, इंडिया of Asia. At the present time. So I have recently created this one. So I have to leave him because yes, I am harbinger. So I was that complaints of Reserve Bank. बहुत गड़बड़ बस करता है शो वाला बच्चा, साला शो वाला बच्चा. My complaint to this Reserve Bank of these portions of this you cannot deny. To from that Rabindranath Roy, humanity savior. So he is so status what that that I have mentioned. That world ruler, world common ruler. Of demons of all regions. World of criminals. Political criminals. Political, social, non-governmental business. Medical or mass media. Scientific. So I am to mention that I am common. That common ruler, judicial, to demons of all religions of the world, political. Political, sphere, institution, USA, all, then socialist, mankindness, human, socials, business, 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 criminal, business, private, medical, agriculture or oceanography, scientific fields, all scientific. Of undersea, sea, air, sky, land, everywhere. Scientific fields, criminal, scientific adventure. So I have that way I mention you, give warning, then I to mention I am the answering capacity, claiming, and appreciable by all, acceptable. I am supposed to give answer to everybody. I am alone. In that way, you have to help me or send this people's mind and to help you to get I to answer, but all answer in this way due that has to be sent peoples and stars. And that answering capacity for all questions on why the premature death, then climate, then earthquake, then volcanoes, tornadoes, cyclones, tsunamis, etc., landsliding, bridge, dams, collapsing, body collapsing, mind, life, body, inner, discomfort, Parkinson, corona, radiation, cancer, etc. I'm from Baladi. To changing my. I'm Baladi, Kotalpur, Srihara, Jairambati. Salam Madachi, Salah Kurivata, Salah Kutkata, Khan Kirivach. You are changing my words. I have mentioned that is I am Jayambati, Baladi. I am social, politically revolutionary maker, but that position was not there with you to this for that reason, but I have to mention all those things. I am Srirobnin, as I mentioned here. I am Srirobnin, royalty, godly spirit, audit for humanity, crisis, the surviving, the saving. Crisis, the for saving from those crises of death from demons attacks or evil scientific, digitalis, chemical, pathobiologist, etc. all. So I had to stop.